Hello, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I will be going over how I received over $4,000 worth of free travel in 2025, strictly using credit cards. During 2025, I applied for 4 different credit cards from 2 different providers, Chase and Capital One. The first card I applied for in 2025 was the Chase Freedom Unlimited. There's a few main reasons why I chose the Chase Freedom Unlimited to be the first credit card that I applied for in 2025. And the first reason is because out of all the Chase credit cards, it's one of the easiest to get approved for. The second reason is that with the Chase Freedom Unlimited, you get a flat 1.5% back on every single purchase you make. And the third, but most important reason I chose the Chase Freedom Unlimited as the first card I applied for is that I wanted to start building a relationship with Chase. As you'll see, there is more Chase credit cards in this video later. During the time I applied for the Chase Freedom Unlimited, they were running an elevated sign-up bonus for 25,000 miles when you spend $500 in the first 3 months. According to thepointsguy.com, Chase points are valued around 2.05 cents per point, which values that 25,000 points at around $512 worth of travel. Around about 2 months later, after getting my Chase Freedom Unlimited, I decided to go after another Chase card, the Chase Freedom Flex. The Chase Freedom Flex offers quarterly rotating categories on things like gas stations, grocery stores, Amazon, etc. It also offers 3% back on dining and drugstores. The Chase Freedom Flex as well as the Chase Freedom Unlimited are fairly easy credit cards from Chase to get approved for, which makes them perfect starting places when trying to build out a Chase relationship. During the time of my application, the Chase Freedom Flex was running an elevated 25,000 points when you spend $500 in the first 3 months sign-up bonus, which when you take into account the Points Guy's valuation of Chase points, that's worth around another $500 worth of free travel. The third credit card I applied for is the Capital One VentureX. This credit card was quite a jump up from the first 2 credit cards as it carries a $395 annual fee. Although when you take into account the credits and the benefits you get with the Capital One VentureX, this fee is easily offset. The main way you're going to offset this $395 annual fee is through the $300 travel credit you receive every single calendar year. The second way you're going to offset this annual fee is through the 10,000 bonus miles you receive every year, which when you take into account the Point Guy's valuation, it's worth around $185 every single year. So essentially, if you just travel one time during the year, the Capital One VentureX pays you to hold the card. During the time of my application for the Capital One VentureX, they were running their standard 75,000 miles when you spend $4,000 in the first 3 months. And the last card I applied for in 2025 is the Chase Sapphire Preferred. The Chase Sapphire Preferred is by far the most important Chase card I applied for in 2025, as it allows me to transfer out my points I've earned throughout the year to transfer partners. Some of the Chase transfer partners that you get access to through the Chase Sapphire Preferred include Hyatt, United Airlines, and Southwest Airlines. And this is ultimately how you will get that 2.05 cents per point valuation that the Points Guy says. This brings my total Chase points earned in 2025 up to 150,000 points, which when you take into account the Points Guy's valuation, that's worth around $3,075. And my total Capital One miles earned during 2025 being 75,000 miles, which is worth around 1.85 cents per point, which equates to around $1,400 in free travel. What I just showed you today can be easily replicated by anybody watching this, although it's super important to note that if you do not pay off your credit cards every single month, this is not for you. No amount of credit card rewards is worth carrying any sort of credit card debt, as the current average interest rate on credit cards is around 21 to 24%. Thank you all for watching, and I hope this was at least a little bit informative on how you can also earn travel rewards.